What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map. We're back to the Chinatown. I'm going back and forth between the Jump Tower and the Chinatown. Left, right, back, forth, front, center. I just want to get stuff done here, guys. I want to do everything I possibly can to get this Chinatown done as quickly as possible. I know it's taking a long time, and you know what? If you're following me, then you're probably saying to yourself right now, Bean, what have you even done here? Nothing has changed since the last video. And to that I say, you're not looking hard enough, guys. This is Desolation. Remember that every single building has explorable interior, and these interiors are unique. They're just so hard to build. They take so long. So I've been working on this a little bit. I'm gonna take you back in here. We worked on this building like last week, I guess. I forget. I don't know. Time is something that I have trouble keeping track of. Anyway, this is a market. Let me just show you briefly, really quickly. You guys remember this? This is a market. Haven't apocalypsized yet. Quickly, we'll go quickly through this. Haven't apocalypsized yet. Just like any other building in Chinatown, hasn't been apocalypsized yet. This is the dojo, right? You guys remember the dojo? Okay. And then we got... This is new stuff up here. So up here, you haven't seen any of this yet, I don't believe. Up here we have, if we ever get there, it's a long hike. Gotta go up, up, up. Okay, this is new stuff, right? I think. I'm not 100% positive, but these are like the locker rooms, the changing rooms for the athletes, for the dojoists, for the judo champion, for the karate master. I'm not sure what kind of martial arts they're teaching here. I should probably figure that out. Maybe kung fu. That could be cool. So we got a men's, then we got a ladies. This one I think is the ladies. The ladies have more stalls. They have more room in the stalls. Of course, the showers are open, so you got to be comfortable with your body at this place. But you know, this is a place of martial arts training, so you know they're not too concerned with that. This is the men's, I guess. It's smaller. They don't need much space. They don't need much time in the bathroom. They just like lather, rinse, and repeat. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that's that floor. Now we're gonna go up to the next floor here. And this is sort of like a lounge area for the people who come to the dojo. I made a little pool table, a little seating area with couches, some art on the walls. Nothing too extravagant, okay? Nothing too fancy. Just a place for them to hang out after they're done beating the crap out of each other. You know what I mean? And then this is the office of the main guy, the main dude, the sensei, right? He's got some... What was that? Place to loot and scavenge? Don't mind if I do. You guys got to keep your head on a swivel around here. There's going to be places to hide stuff all over the place. Like, you come into this... I'll just give you a clue, okay? You come into this room, a lot of people, and maybe you're in a hurry, and it's dark, right? You don't have the night vision. This is what it's going to look like, all right? You come in here, you're like, oh, it's so dark. I got to loot and scavenge. You're going to come here. And you're going to go here, and you're going to say, oh, you know, nothing, and there's nothing good is going to be in either of those chests, right? So you're going to say, oh, nothing in this room, right? I'm out of here. And you leave, but the smarter people, the pros will know that you can loot and scavenge in here. You can loot and scavenge in here. And this is where the good stuff will be. That's where all the good stuff will be. You can even loot and scavenge in here. So there's twice as many places to hide stuff as you thought, and more than twice, like 400 times as many places. So you gotta keep your oh, what's this? A place to loot and scavenge? Don't mind if I do. Of course, you'll probably only find pool balls, but you never know. You just never know, guys. So keep your heads in the game when you're playing Desolation. Okay, so now we're gonna go up to this next floor. And what we got here is nothing. Nothing. So, I was thinking about backstory for this place, right? And I'm thinking, you know, maybe the sensei was having them fight to their death. Okay? Maybe, you know, in order to get the black belt, in order to get the blackest of the black belts, you had to come into this room. And this is your final level of training. And what you got to do is you got to fight your other potential black belt friends that you've trained with your whole career. You gotta fight them, and you gotta fight them to the death, and whoever is left standing is the black belt. That's my idea. So in here we're gonna have a fighting pit. Okay, I know it's dark, my friends, but this is the city of Coveton. Okay, this is a killer be killed, dog eat dog type of world. So, you know, these things happen from time to time around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a cut, and I'm going to get a little bit more of this done and see how it goes. Then we'll come back, we'll talk about the comment of the week, and I'll show you my progress on this battle pit. We'll call it the battle pit for now, alright? I'll be back. And we are back. Oh, what's that? You can't see anything at all? Well, if you're going to be playing on the Desolation map, you're going to have to make some potions of night vision for yourself, because I'm not going to do the work for you. Alright, okay, today I am, but when we play the game, no, I'm not. Alright, we are in the kill pit. What did I call it? The murder pit? I don't know. I've done a little bit of work here. I've skinned the walls. One thing I wanted to do is, I definitely wanted to make an entrance, because I'm going to put an iron door here. Just like so. Well, you know what an iron door looks like. Anyway, and what I want to do is I want to build some mysteries surrounding this room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the office here, and I'm going to give some clues, sort of like Resident Evil, right? You play Resident Evil, you find clues to stuff written in books and things. That's not the office. Why do I always miss the office? Anyway, I want to go to the office and leave some books that say, or like allude to the murder pit, to the fight to the death. Sort of like saying, you know, steps to acquire black belt. I'll put in like this chest or something. Steps to acquire, it'll be a book. And it's like, steps to acquire black belt, you know, learn the blah, blah, blah. I'll learn... I'll figure out how to get a black belt, and then the last step will be fight to the death at the murder pit. Okay, so you'll definitely need some TNT to get into this room. I'll do that here, right here. You'll need to TNT it, and then you're in the murder pit. And here we go. I got a little bit of stuff here. First of all, this is like a bank of weapons, and I'll put weapons in here. This will be unlooted, unscavenged, because you know it's locked away, it's blocked off. No one found the key. So this will be a whole bunch of weapons that you can use, and you know they're using weapons in the fight to the death. Of course, I got some stands here. I figured if you're gonna have two guys fight to the death, you know, the people in Coveton want to see that. So not only will future black belts get to watch and see what they have to go through in the future. Oh, it's terrible. But they'll also sell tickets. Okay, and you know, need I say more? Need I say more? They're watching it. You know, if UFC's popular. Basically, you know, if UFC could get away with having a fight to the death, they would. But there's certain laws around that, so they can't. And people would watch it. Trust me, people would watch it. Which leads me to today's thing that we do on Fridays, and I like to call it Comment of the Week. Alright, this week's comment of the week comes from Heartless Gamer, and he says, I don't think people say I want to kill people. I think they want to do it to serve their country. So just say if Russia or Mexico or Canada or North Korea wants to go and invade us, are you saying we shouldn't have a military to defend it? What do you think, we should use rubber Minecraft swords and water guns? I respect your opinion, but I think a military and soldiers are needed, and I think we should have the best. Alright, thank you Heartless Gamer for that comment. He's referring to, was it last Monday? The Monday before last video? Or was it last Monday? See, I told you guys, I can't keep track of time anymore. He's referring to a video that I put out about, I think it was called Transgender is what I called it. And in that video, we started a discussion is what we did. And it was a great discussion. It's still going on. I love it. I enjoy great discussions like that. So thank you, Heartless Gamer, for adding your 2 cents. I'm putting pillars here just so that it looks like it's supported. I know it's going to cut off the view for the guy sitting here, but you know, it's a fight to the death. What do you expect? Okay, it's not sanctioned. Okay, not sanctioned. Anyway, so yeah, he brings up some good points. Like, you know, what if we are attacked? Don't we need a military? I said that, you know, in my video, in case you weren't watching it, which I don't know why you didn't see it. But I basically said that we don't need a military. A military should, you know, to make steps towards peace, we need to stop, you know, signing up to fight. Stop signing up for the Army and the Navy and all the things. So, I see where he's coming from, but I wanted you to hear my response to what he said. So I'm going to include that now, and it is right here. Let me just find it. To that I said, Only through systemic brainwashing can you equate killing people with protecting people. As far as having a military for protection, the only reason we need protection is because of backlash from the thousands of wars we've engaged in. But what you're essentially saying is that you like the way things are going and you would like for them to continue. What I'm saying is that we need change. Yes, it will take many years, perhaps centuries, but peace between men is possible. You don't get peace by aiming guns at people. You get peace by being peaceful yourself. If the US were to stop its imperialism, apologize for its transgressions, and focus on improving itself internally, then no country would ever have a reason to attack us. And I stand by that wholeheartedly, guys. Violence begets violence. War begets war. It's just a nonstop, endless cycle. And yes, okay, we're not going to get peace overnight. You know, we're not going to... putting bloodstains here. There's not going to be peace overnight. In the meantime, we do need a standing army. But the only reason we would ever need an army for defense, or any kind of military for defense, is like what I said, is because of all the thousands of wars we've engaged in. Why does North Korea hate us? Because we fought them in the Korean War. Why does Russia have a problem with us? Because we fought them in the Cold War and in Vietnam, basically. Who else hates us? I don't know. Why does the Middle East hate us? I don't know. We invaded their homeland, dropped bombs on their schools. So what if no? So think about our enemies, right? These are all people we've attacked. These are all people we've killed. If we hadn't attacked them, we hadn't killed them, do you think that we would need an army for protection? Of course not. It's ridiculous. We've caused all this. We've brought this upon ourselves. And then it's so easy to say, oh, the evil Russians. No. Come on. We've created this for ourselves. This is the life we wanted to live. This is the life we've created because our politicians like war. It stimulates the economy. It stimulates the economy. It makes people rich. It makes corporations rich. It doesn't make soldiers rich. Show me a rich soldier who has been brainwashed to die for his country and is now a multimillionaire. Even the ones who get injured, they're just forgotten about. Because we don't care about... They're heroes until they come back home, right? They're war heroes. Then they come back home and then... What do they have? They have no, like, very little healthcare support. You know, it's hard to find a job. It's just like they're being used is all it is. They're just being used. And the sooner that we can see that, I think the sooner we can move towards peace. And my idea of peace, yes, does involve the United States stopping all foreign military action. All of it. And yes, it involves apologizing for almost 300 years of imperialism, of death, of destruction that we've caused around the world. To anyone who's traveled, you know that people around the world hate Americans. They really do. You think it's because they're jealous of us, of our freedoms? Or is that just stupid propaganda? They're not jealous of us. They hate us because we're imperialists. That's all it is. We're imperialists. We impose our will on other smaller, weaker nations and take what they have. And take what we want. That's why people around the globe hate us. Same with Britain. To maybe a lesser extent. Britain did most of its imperialism, in the last couple of centuries. So it's kind of forgotten about a little bit. But the sun does not set on the British Empire. So same with Britain. Is this looking good? What should I add here? This is a nice little death pit. They got some pillars to hide behind, right? I'm thinking this might be good for PvP. It might be kind of fun. If you want to come up to the death pit and have a little pew pew pew. You know what I mean? Pew pew. Could be fun. Not the most intense PvP action you've ever seen, but it's possible. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about that. Peace is possible, guys. It's absolutely possible, but it will take us as a nation to come together to realize that we've created all this for ourselves, and if we want anything to change, we're gonna have to change ourselves. We have to change if we want things to change. A lot of people don't want things to change, like what was his name? I've forgotten his name. I'm sorry. It was Heartless Gamer. He's just basically saying, I like the status quo. I like the way things are going. Let's continue. Let's pretend like we got beef with all these other nations when, you know, all this beef is caused by us, right? Let's pretend that all the nations hate us. All these evil Koreans, they hate us, right? They hate us because we stole South Korea from them. That's why they hate us. What business did we have in the Korean War? It's a war between Koreans. And guess who shows up? Right? So how would you feel if your neighbor stole your bike? So you go to confront your neighbor. Your neighbor's like, fight me for it. And then the guy in the posh, you know, the guy from the upper class part of town comes in and just like shoots you in the leg, right? That's basically what happened. It's like some guy out of nowhere, some rich guy with better technology just comes along and just like kills you because I don't know why. And then the guy with the bike, like he's like, oh, you get to ride my bike now sometimes. And then the guy with the gun, the rich guy's like, no, I'm not going to ride your bike sometimes. That bike is mine now. But, you know, I could have beat the guy without your help. It doesn't matter. We helped you. We bailed you out. You owe us. Give me your bike. And then so the little Korean, a.k.a. the guy whose bike was stolen initially, he's got no bike now. And he fought a war and he got nothing out of it. And now he's got this superpower breathing down his neck, trying to take from him anything he has. So we're just causing all this ourselves, guys. We've caused it all as our fault as a nation. Our fault. Your fault for supporting this nation. My fault for not speaking up sooner. Our faults as a collective. All of our faults. So now we got to deal with the consequences. And what I'm saying is it's time to move towards peace. The only way we're going to move towards peace is being peaceful ourselves. We have to be peaceful in order to get peace. You can't bring peace through violence. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Peace through violence? Are you retarded? You'd have to be retarded to think that's a thing. Or brainwashed. Okay, brainwashed too. But if you allow yourself to be brainwashed and you never question your brainwashing, then you're probably retarded. Okay, it's just it's just not diagnosed. Okay, so the moral of today's story is let's look at ourselves. Let's see how we're being manipulated. Let's see how we are being brainwashed, and let's try to change it for the better. Okay, so that was the comment of the week. So I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad. I'm just stating my opinion, guys. You're free to argue against it. In fact, I welcome it, just like Heartless Gamer did. He put his opinion in here, and I gave him, I don't agree with his opinion, but I gave him a voice. I let his opinion be heard. So I'm willing to do the same for all of you. If you can vocalize or articulate your opinion in a coherent manner without swearing, without, making personal attacks, then I'll listen to what you got to say and I'll think about it. And that's the mark of a true human being, one who's educated and intelligent and wise. Not that I am those things, but that aspect of me, I'm willing to listen to what you guys have to say. I'm willing to listen to what anyone has to say, and I encourage you to do the same. At least consider it. If you're gonna put your fingers in your ears and go la 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 la, then you're not allowing your views to evolve naturally and to change at all. You just want to believe what you've been programmed to believe, and that's that. And so to those people I say, don't speak to me. Okay, anyway, I think that's going to be the video for today. I'm sorry I didn't get a lot done, but I'm short on time today. This is the taxi stand. Remember I asked you for suggestions on this taxi stand, and I did like your suggestions. A few people suggested I put like a place for them to torture the Uber drivers. So I think I might do that. I might do that up on this floor. I still have another floor here. I'm not really sure. Maybe a games room, what I was just working on. Possibly a games room. And then on the top floor, I'll put a place for the Uber drivers to get shaken down, right? The people who are still like driving Uber, even though the taxi stand guys run the racket, so they got to be taught a lesson. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm going to put up there. So thank you for your suggestions on that. I can't wait to do that. Maybe next week we'll do that. Anyway, I think that's going to be the video for today. I've rambled on long enough. I know I didn't get much building done. I can't always get a lot of work done. Sometimes it's just a day to sit and chat. You know what I mean? I felt like today was a day to chat. So I chatted with you guys. I want to thank you for all your comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section. You guys are making the comment section lit AF. right? My comment section is pretty cool. I really enjoy interacting with you guys. And remember that I don't always respond to every comment, but I read every comment, and I try to respond to every comment, right? So it might take me some days sometimes. Sometimes I don't get around to it. I'm busy. Other times I'll do it instantly. But just rest assured that anything that you type in the comment section will be read by me. I got a small channel. I can afford to do that. So that's what I do. All right. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. And it's been another great week of videos. And I can't wait to move on to the next week. And we're going to get this Chinatown done, guys, if it kills me. It's not going to kill me, but if it does, I'll bite that bullet. All right, guys. So thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Let me know that you enjoyed it and I did something right. Put a comment in the comment section if you have anything to say about it. Any comments of the week, any creative questions of the week. I really like to hear what you guys have to say and hear and think and do and feel, all those things. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.